Okay, year 10. So, welcome to today's lesson. What we're going to be moving on to kind of between now and the end of the year is some new content in maths. So we'll be looking at things that you just haven't studied before ever. Um, that means it is going to be difficult. You're going to need to pay really close attention. You're going to need to think really hard and be really, really engaged with this. But hopefully, I think it's something you'll all be really successful with. And it's something that if we can get now, will put you in a really strong position for next year. So we're going to be covering some work on probability, and today we're going to start off by looking at something called set notation and Venn diagrams. So to start with then, this is a kind of exam question. You could be asked to represent this sort of information here in a Venn diagram. I'm going to go through what all of this means. To start with though, we want to draw a Venn diagram. So you know what Venn diagrams look like. It's two circles and then the box goes around the outside. Now, in terms of our notation that we've got, this here means the universal set. I'm just going to annotate that. This is the universal set. And so what that means is everything, all of these numbers here, must be somewhere in our Venn diagram. And then we're going to have set A. So I'm going to label one of my circles A. And we're going to have set B. And so set A will be all the numbers that are factors of 8 from this list here. So from this list here, the numbers are 1, 2, 4, and 8. For set B, we are told where x is bigger than 6, x is greater than 6. So therefore it could be 7, 8, or 9. So let's see if we can start to put some of that information into our Venn diagram. So into set A, I'm going to put the number 1. I am going to put the number 2. And I'm going to put the number 4. I'm not going to put the number 8 in here. I'm going to put the number 8 in this section. This is called the intersection of A and B. This is the intersection of A and B. Then after that, in terms of set B, well, set B still needs to have a 7 and a 9 in. I don't need to duplicate that 8. That 8 is part of my B set. And then finally, and super important that you do this, is that you'll lose marks if you don't. To finish off the question, we need to put everything from our universal set in. So 1's already in my Venn diagram. 2's in my Venn diagram. 3 isn't in set A or set B, but 3 will be here. 4 is in there. 5 needs to go here. 6 needs to go here. And then 7, 8, 9 are already done. Okay, so that's how I've completed the Venn diagram. And a question like that would typically be worth about 3 marks. Now, year 10, what I would like you to do is to pause the video here and have a go at this question by yourself. It's all right if you get stuck at some point, you can play and I'll explain it, but you'll get a lot more out of this if you pause the video now and try this question independently. Okay, so hopefully you've paused that, you've had a go at the question by yourself. We'll now just go through it and check how you've got on. So we start by drawing our circles and our box around the outside. After that, we're going to label our circles A and B. So set A needs all the squared numbers. So square numbers are numbers like 1, 4, 9, 16, but 16 is not in my list. Even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, etc. So I'm going to put those in. So in set A, I need 1, 4, well 4 is going to go in the middle, and then 9. And then in my B circle, I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And then to conclude, let's make sure I put all of my numbers in there. So 1's already in my Venn diagram. 2's in my Venn diagram. 3 isn't, so 3 goes on the outside. 4 is. 5 isn't. 6 is already in a set. 7 is not in a set, so 7 will come here. 8 is in a set. 9 is in a set. 10 is in a set. 11 is not in a set. Okay, that's how we go about filling in Venn diagrams using set notation. Okay, year 10. So at this point, I'd like you to stop watching the video. So pause it here, or just make a note of where you've got to, and have a go at the 4 questions from task 1. Those shouldn't take you too long, kind of maybe 10-15 minutes or so. And then once you've done those, mark your work and then come back and watch the remaining bit of the video, which will explain how to complete the rest of the work for today's lesson. Okay, so year 10. The next bit of the video is going to help you complete task 2 of your work for today. So if you haven't already done task 1, make sure you go and do that now. To start with, we're going to look at some new notation now related to sets. And so this is the first bit of notation we need to know. This sort of N symbol here, okay? This N symbol here, so it's just like a curve like that. And what this symbol means, it means the intersection. Actually, I used that word intersection earlier. It's the intersection of A and B is the section that's both A and B, okay? So this here, this section here is A intersection B, and the only number in there is 8. Okay, so this symbol here is super important. Next symbol that you need to know is this U symbol here. And this U symbol means the union of A and B. And specifically it refers to any part of the Venn diagram that's either in A or in B. So A union B looks like all of this bit here. Okay, that's A union B. This is 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 9 for this particular Venn diagram. And then the final bit of new notation that you need to know is this A and then a dash. Okay, so A dash means the complement of A. Now this word complement is spelled with an E here, not an I. It's complement, not complement. And the complement of A refers to anything that's not in A. So for example, all of the bit around the outside here, well, that's not in A, is it? Because we know what our A circle is, and this is not in our A section. Then this bit here is also not in our A section. But the 8 still is in the A section, okay? So we don't shade that bit, and we're just shading in the bit that's not A. So the bit that's not A is 3, 5, 6, what else? 7 and 9. Those are all the bits that are not in A. The bits that are in A are 1, 2, 4, and 8. Right. What I would like you to do, if you haven't already, is pause the video and please make a note of this here. So please make a note of the fact that A intersection B, and this, it means the intersection. Please make a note that A union B refers to the union, and please make a note that A dash means the complement, which in turn means not A. So just pause and maybe just take some notes based on everything on that slide, and then we'll have a look at a couple of the kinds of questions that you might be asked. Okay, so year 10. What we're going to look at now is questions that look like this. So we've been given a completed Venn diagram already, and we're going to be asked to list all of the elements in each of these particular sets. So to start off with, we want to list all of the members of set A. So set A just means anywhere within our A circle. So anything that's within here, like that. So in terms of writing my answer, the numbers that are in, the members of set A are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 24. Also all the multiples of 4. Then next part asks for this. It asks for A dash. Remember that dash means the complement of A, which means not A. So here we're looking for everything that's not in A. So this is not in A, 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 and this is not in A. Everything that's not inside our A circle. So that gives me, what does it give? 2, 6, 10, 14, 18, 22. What else? Then we're asked for all of the members that are in set B. So set B is just anything that's inside our B circle. So our B circle is this here, which is going to be then 6, 12, 18, and 24. And then we have B dash, remembering that B dash means the complement, it means not B. So we're looking now for everything that's not in B. So in terms of things that are not in B, well, that's not in B. This 4 is not in B. This is not in B. This is not in B. Oh, that's not in B. That's not in B. That's not in B. That's not in B. And the 24 and 12, they're still inside B. So in terms of our answer here, we are going to have 2. Oh, let me just switch pens, sorry. We're going to have 2, 4, 8, 10, 14, 16, and 22. And then here we are asked for A intersection B. So this symbol here that I'm underlining in red means the intersection, which is the bit that's both A and B. So our intersection is just that section there. So the members of the intersection are going to be 12 and 24. And then finally, A union B. So remembering this symbol here means union, means anything that's in the A circle or in the B circle or both. So anything that's in the A circle, the B circle, or both. So that would be 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 20, and 24. I'm just going to count to make sure I haven't missed anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've missed out a number. What have I missed out? I've missed out the number 18. So it's super important that we go back and check our work to avoid making that sort of error. Right, year 10. At this point, what I'd like you to do is pause the video and then have a go at this question here by yourself. Okay, so now you've hopefully paused that and had a go by yourself. I'm just going to run through the answers. I'm not going to go through this question. I'm just going to write up the answers super quickly. So A would be okay, so year 10, that concludes our lesson for today. I'd like you now to have a go at exercise 12, not exercise 12, I'd like you to have a go at exercise task 2 on the sheet, working through that, as much of that as you can in the time you've got left. You're very welcome to skip to some of the questions nearer the end if you'd like, if you're finding this quite straightforward, marking your work as you go. Finally, you need to complete the 2 exit ticket questions on the sheet. Take a photograph of your work and then upload that to Show My Homework so I can check how you've got on with today's content. Good luck. Let me know if you need any help.